In this lecture, we'll talk about Docker port mapping and Docker log command. We'll be using a new Docker image, the Tomcat image. Tomcat is an open source web server that executes Java servlets. Let's check it out. Here we're at the Docker Hub page. We search Tomcat and enter the official Tomcat image page. Let's scroll down. As you see, Tomcat page by default runs on port 8080. We can expose a port inside the container and map the port to another port on the host by -p option. In this way, the Tomcat web server can be accessed by using the host URL and the mapped port. If you're running Docker on Linux, the host here refers to localhost. If you're running Docker on Windows or Mac with Docker machine, the host here refers to the Linux virtual machine running Docker. The format for -p option is -p host port, container port. Let's see this in action. Here, we open up the Docker Quick Start terminal. Just make the font size larger as before. Let's do Docker run -it -p8888 column 8080 to expose the container port 8080 to host port 8888. Then Tomcat 80 and hit enter. Tomcat image is about 300 megabyte large, so it takes quite a while to download. It is recommended to run this Docker command when you have good internet connection. I'll fast forward the video until the download is done. Now the image is downloaded and the container is up running. We can access Tomcat server through web browser. First, we'll scroll up to find out Docker machine IP. Just copy it. If you're running Docker on Linux, or you're running Docker for Mac or Docker for Windows, the host IP is just localhost. Then we open our browser, paste the host IP, and go to port number 8888. See, we have opened the Tomcat console page. In most cases, especially in production, we would run containers in the background. Previously, we have learned -d will allow us to run containers in detached mode. Let's try it out here. Then we check the container status by running docker ps-a. As you see, our previous Tomcat container has existed. Let's go back our previous container run command and add -d option. Hit enter. See, Docker returns us the long container ID, and the container should be running at the background. We can check out the logs of running container by docker logs command. Just type docker log and the container ID. Oops, it should be docker logs, not docker log. Let's redo it again. See? We're seeing the container logs.